Well, welcome to the Beyond Cinema Studio presented by Celebs.com up here at Sundance. Morgan Spurlock. Mate, it's really cool. We get to see you every year.
Yes, it seems like it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Even when it's... But I'll tell you what it is that I think I've consumed every product you've ever made.
Right on. Well, thank you for that.
Yeah,
Thank you for keeping me employed.
Even when I missed something, I think I caught Mansom on Netflix.
Awesome.
And I was like, yeah, Will Arnett and Jason Bateman. Then all of a sudden it was like some serious content, and then kind of flipping back and forth. And I kind of feel like this is kind of emblematic of your career as well. Is that starting off doing gags, and now I kind of the thing that I totally dig about you is that I think you are responsible for employing more documentary filmmakers than any other documentary filmmaker or producer.
Knock on wood. Hopefully we can keep employing more people.
And I just, and it's just, it's also indicative of that community that it's like documentary filmmakers seem to be so less competitive.
Well, I had the same conversation the other night at a party where I said all of us are so starving together. I said we can't be like pushing and putting other people down. Like we have to collectively kind of rise up all the time, and I think that's what the whole doc community is all about.
So they'll have to change from warrior poets to poet warriors.
That's right, exactly.
What's it like also on this project? I mean, even last year you were kind of coming up here, and you were traveling around with some other doc filmmakers and introducing them to everybody.
Right.
This year you've got these new people making these 3-minute shorts.
That's right.
But you've also got people like Ondi Timoner making
Lucy Walker.
Yeah, Lucy
Al
Walker
Maisels.
Exactly, and then Al Maisels. I mean,
amazing.
Talk about pioneers.
I know.
And then you have Barbara Koppel on the judging crew.
That's right.
What's it like kind of just, I mean, because you're a newbie compared to them, but you're establishment now.
Yeah.
But those guys are really the pioneers.
Those are people that I, so look up to. And, you look at just like, I was sitting with Al yesterday and we were just talking about like The Salesman and Grey Gardens and Give Me Shelter. And I mean, the guy's a legend, the movies he made. And to be able to, people who I so looked up to for so long, and be able to like really call them my peers now, Barbara Koppel, Steve James, Joe Berlinger, Rusanofsky, like it's a real, it's fantastic, yeah.
Do they treat you like, kind of like the step kid?
They still treat me like the schmuck that lives next door. The dog keeps running on the lawn. That's who I am. I'm the kid that comes over. I'm the kid that comes over and is always like selling something for school. It's like, I've got these candy bars, and they're like, oh, fine, I'll take a candy bar.
Right. New basketball uniforms.
That's right. I got new basketball uniforms. Fine.
It's kind of the way your son treated you when you shaved your mustache off that year. Yeah.
Exactly.
Talk to me about Focus Forward and these short films. Why did you want to do it, and how did you get like such a huge prize purse up? But I'm guessing you didn't put your own money in.
I did not put my own money up. No. We announced this last year, and what's happened over the last year has been pretty remarkable. We got GE to back the whole project, so it's the GE Focus Forward Filmmaker Challenge is what we've done. The Focus Forward has started off as 30 filmmakers, kind of recognizable, established filmmakers making 30 films about people who are changing the world, innovations, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we wanted to open it up to amateur filmmakers, people who are out there making movies and could really kind of use a leg up in the business.
Yeah.
And what we got was thousands of submissions from all over the world that we then whittled down to like 25 semifinalists, and now there's 5 finalists who are here at Sundance, and they don't know who's won yet. One of them is going to walk away with $100,000 today.
And the rest of them walk away with something too, though.
They all get something, so like whoever this, it's like Miss America. So whoever's like the 4th runner-up will get like I think 10 or 15 grand. The 3rd runner-up, and a hug. 3rd runner-up gets like 25, and then it's 50, and then it's 100.
That's amazing.
It's amazing.
And so, is that specifically for them to put towards a production?
They can put it towards whatever they want. They can put it towards a film. They could buy equipment. Whatever they can go on a vacation after. They can blow it. They can finally take that vacation. They can go to Vegas and put it all on red and be like, "Come on, let's get $200,000." Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I've watched a few of them. I watched the Dean Kamen one because I just think that guy's always up to something crazy.
Dean
and
Kamen
interesting.
That guy is astounding to me, and that's a great little short film about him. There's good ones. I mean, all the films that we got were fantastic. All the finalists are really. I mean, it's a tough decision. I'm glad I wasn't on the jury.
Yeah, and so the thing though is that at 3 minutes long, Are they too long or too short, or just right
They're
for
just right.
for the next for other groups of media to kind of pick up on them and
Yeah.
turn them into kind of positive news stories?
Well, what's been amazing is there have been films like Mein Kampf, which is a finalist, which is about the guy who created this giant rolling thing. It's got like
Right.
broom handles on it that finds landmines.
It looks
You
like
know?
an anemone or
It's
something.
incredible. It looks like this giant scene, and
Yeah.
basically they roll it out. Wind blows it across these minefields, and it explodes. Leftover ordnances that have been there for decades.
Yeah.
That was picked up by the national media and international media because all the countries where this is still going on, whether it's over in the Middle East or in South America, like people are like, oh my gosh, this is a huge issue we need to talk about.
Right.
The invisible bicycle helmet got picked up by everyone.
Yeah.
So what was really fascinating is how these films did catch fire. And not only were kind of viewed by a huge audience, but then shared. Like I think there were 18 million shares so far with the films. The films haven't even been put on YouTube yet. Like this is just through our partner Vimeo and through the Focus Forward Films website.
That's got to be the greatest kind of conceptual challenge, is that, we've got a lot of people now consuming really cool docs,
Right.
but how do we get them out to the people that aren't necessarily that way inclined?
That's right. And that's the original concept behind Cinelon and kind of what these 3-minute films were about, was to create something that is, anybody will give you a round of boxing. Like anybody will give you 3 minutes. Like I will give you 1 round of boxing for anything. I don't care what the idea is. Like it is the elevator pitch of documentaries. And so you have these great films where people watch them and they're like, wow, that was actually pretty good. I'll watch another one. Well, my friend would really like this. I'll share it with him.
Yeah.
And we slowly kind of, we're bringing you in. We're roping you in into the world of documentaries.
How do you personally manage, Cinelan, you just started.
Yeah.
Warrior Poet's been going for some time.
Yeah.
How do you personally even manage to find the time to manage all this stuff?
Yeah, luckily I don't have to manage all of it, which is great. I was given great advice a long time ago, which was hire people smarter than yourself and as often as possible. So I've got great people that work on all this stuff with me, where I can chime in and give my 2 cents when they need it, and I can give my input creatively on things, but ultimately on the day-to-day, there's plenty of people much smarter than me taking care of that.
Very cool. What's next in terms of your own personal features?
Next personal feature, we're doing a TV series next. That'll start airing in April 7th for CNN. Okay. It's a series called Inside Man, where each week I kind of immerse myself into some sort of a social issue or subculture that is like straight out of the headlines. Whether it be medical marijuana or gun culture in America or end of life issues. It's going to be kind of a hot button show every week.
Cool.
And then the film that I'm shooting right now, I just got back from Tokyo where I was over filming the band One Direction for the last week.
No
and so
way.
I'm doing a big crazy 3D movie for Sony about that band.
So you were over filming them. Were you over filming them? Or were
Yeah, I was. It was their first time ever going to Japan, and to see like these boys who, their album just came out like 5-6 months ago, and there were like thousands of Japanese girls like chasing them around town. It was surreal. It was so surreal.
But something you've obviously personally experienced, so you were able to offer like some.
That's right.
cool
All those
advice.
times when I get chased around, at those documentary film festivals, that's exactly right.
all those hot young
all those
16-year-olds.
hot young doc groupies that you have hanging out at Sundance and festivals like that. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thanks for coming in and spending a few minutes talking about Focus Forward with us. Small shorts, big ideas.
That's right. Short films, big ideas.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.